What the hell is that? I think Steve just saw Ezra Miller walk by.
Nah, it's just a burrito.
What is up with your obsessions with this person? Who is this person?
Who is what person?
Ezra Miller.
It's the Super Dungeon Brothers Super Show with Dungeon Dan and DM Steve. Ezra Miller.
Oh God.
So I
Our
kind of
last
wanted to
topic is a train wreck.
a super train wreck. I wanted to do a follow up. Last week we talked about we did a segment about the DC EU,
Mm-hmm.
David Zaslav, the canceling of Batgirl, and various
Yeah.
other things, and we touched on Ezra Miller a little bit, but we didn't really talk about him too much.
Yeah.
And I found this article on Vulture
Mm-hmm.
that it has a whole timeline of his acting career and everything.
Everything. Right.
But we fast forwarded to this part to 2020 to the present: erratic behavior, ab- bleh, abuse, and grooming allegations.
Oh God. Yeah.
Right? So the most recent thing, of course, that we've heard is that he he's actually being charged for felony
Breaking and entering.
burglary,
Felony burglary because he broke into somebody's house to obtain
alcohol, right?
ammunition, alcohol.
I
That's
think it
it.
was
Alcohol.
alcohol. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens with that, but he's had a bunch of crazy things. So just to kind of go through it, February 2020, filming Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, he took
Mm-hmm.
up residence in an Airbnb when it was halted. The filming was halted in Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
According to this, artists, expats, and spiritual confidants. Um, One anonymous woman compared the house to a commune, felt like everyone was hypnotized. So, this is the cult
Mm-hmm.
situation
Yeah.
here that people have been talking about.
Well, I
Um,
heard, yeah, I heard about this, and I heard that there was that the people of Iceland, where he was staying,
mhm.
I think he was actually in Reykjavik. Um, he would be walking around Reykjavik in, uh, he would be dirty and barefooted and be like just apparently he smelled, you
Very,
know. So
very
yeah.
unusual. Yeah, very unusual. So then we have the thing. So this is in Reykjavik, right? So he's still there, and
Hmm.
he chokes this lady, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And throws her on the ground. He kind of choke slams this woman. Now, I
And
saw
what
this video when it
wasn't she
first
the
came
pregnant
out.
one? Wasn't she pregnant?
I think she might have been pregnant.
Or
Yeah,
was one of the
or
ones in Hawaii pregnant?
I don't know. I don't know. But anyway,
Okay.
he choke slams. She was bigger. I remember because I remember the
Okay.
video. I saw
Okay.
it when it
All right.
first came out. It was very bizarre. Um, right. Let's see. In 2022. Oh yeah, this is the Ku Klux Klan thing. So doesn't he challenge the North Carolina Ku Klux Klan to a fight, I think. I
Okay.
heard that the North Carolina Ku Klux Klan doesn't even exist.
Oh my.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything
Yeah, I'm
about
not
that.
sure.
I
Yeah.
don't have
Hmm.
anything. I don't have any information on that. But it's very bizarre. I mean,
Yeah.
against the Klan, that's like, who cares? That's good. But
Yeah.
it
Of
just
course. Yeah.
so strange. Like really, really weird.
Why would you call out just the Klan members in North Carolina?
Yeah, just crazy.
Hmm.
So let's see. We've got okay. So then we have March 27th. He's arrested in Hawaii and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment following a physical confrontation with patrons at a karaoke bar. So he's
Right.
actually
Hmm.
arrested. I think this might have been the one where he was screaming at the cop that he was trans and he didn't
Yeah.
want a male cop to search him or
Right, right. He
something
he
along
said
those
he told them
lines.
that you couldn't, you can't touch me. I'm trans.
Hmm.
Blah blah blah. This, that, the other.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't even know if I've seen this one. So March 29th of 2022. Couple who lived with Miller at a hotel filed a restraining order against him.
Well, that's not a hotel. That's a hostel.
Oh, oh gosh.
Not even a hotel. It's a
Not even a
hostel.
hotel. I
Oh no
can't
no no
read, but a
no.
host,
I
yeah, a
no.
hostel.
I've got to say. So Miller returned home and threatened the couple, saying, "I will bury you and your slut wife."
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look,
Um,
Miller stole the wife's passport and the husband's wallet, which contains his credit card, social security card, and driver's license. Unclear whether the items were returned. Judge grants the couple the restraining order the following day. The order is dropped in mid-April
hmm.
because you can't touch Ezra Miller at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and
So,
and let's just keep saying that in March and April, up to this point, and it's not in this article, but everybody knows Twitter was still behind this guy in March and April.
then there's an assault in Hawaii
Hmm.
that we have. Let's see. And oh gosh, then there's a claim of stolen music.
What?
Yeah, a music producer and rapper. I'm not even going to say this guy's names because I'm not sure that I can pronounce them. Claimed that Miller stole the music they worked on and posted it to social media without credits.
Oh
So,
God. Okay. Yeah.
something like that. And
Hmm.
then, of course, the really scary thing, which is the grooming of this girl
Yes.
who he basically kind of like took off a reservation when she was
Hmm.
underage and kind of, took her around to movie sets, paid for all these
Yeah.
things, and essentially groomed this girl. She's
So
18 now, or she's
yeah.
over 18 now, but this is
So I
crazy.
yeah. I want to talk about this for a minute because and here's the thing, okay? It says Gibson's parents, attorney and activist Chase Iron Eyes and pediatrician Sarah Jumping Eagle, seek intervention from the court, alleging that Miller has been involved with their child since they were 12. Okay. This person is 18 years old. This is 6 years. What the hell were you doing, uh, Jumping Eagle and Iron
Yeah,
and Iron Eyes? What the
yeah.
hell were you doing? I don't want you to be my pediatrician, and I don't want you to be my attorney. If you're letting a grown ass man, and I'm calling him a grown ass man, deal with your 12-year-old little girl for 6 years, and then at 18 you get worried about it?
Gross.
No. And
Crazy.
and they're still that's the thing. They're still missing at this point, as far as I know. We've not heard from Gibson Iron Eyes. We don't know what's going
Hmm.
on, especially after those crazy ass tweets that happened. But okay, so I've soapboxed. That's enough on that one. We can
Sure.
keep going if you want to, or you can talk about this if you like.
Yeah, I mean there's a bunch of stuff here. Obviously,
Yeah,
it's not a good situation.
no,
It looks like he was harming a child and maybe continuing to
easily.
harm this person even though they're not a child anyway. I mean,
Hmm.
that's insane.
Yeah,
Um, we don't know really too much about, how that's going to end. Um,
yeah.
Obviously that's a crazy situation. Uh, let's see. And then let's see. I think there's maybe even more allegations. I don't really know about all of this stuff.
Yeah.
It just all of it's
Well, well,
crazy.
well, here's the June 16th one. Actually, that's the second child. If you
The
go back
second child. Okay,
to
yeah.
June 16th. Up, I go up a little bit. It's June. Nope, go up a little bit. June 16th is the next. There you are.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12-year-old non-binary child who alleges they were targeted. Again, another
Another one.
12-year-old. Just again, we don't really have too much information about this, but it's not looking good.
No.
Um, we've got some harassment.
Oh, and the 25. Okay, there's the 25-year-old woman with. No, I think you got to go up a little bit before June 30th.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the one with
Nadia. Or
the
no.
woman and her children,
Yes.
right?
A woman and her children living in the. Where is it? In the Vermont farmhouse.
In the Vermont with drugs and guns, and it's like
I
a
mean,
crazy
yeah.
compound. Yeah. I don't even know if I can look at any
Hmm.
of this stuff anymore. Anyway,
Yeah.
here the bottom line is I've heard a couple of things.
Okay.
They've said, obviously this movie they don't want to cancel it. But
They're trying their best
they're
not to.
trying their best. But here's the thing. What do you think is going to happen if he is arrested and taken into custody, and then they start? I mean, if he is taken into custody, it, things are going to roll down, right? Like if
Hmm.
he's done
Yeah.
stuff, it's almost to the point where I feel like he's not going to be protected once he's taken into custody. If there is a court
Hmm.
case, even if he is on bail, like out on bail, what does Warner Brothers do? Right?
Well,
Because that doesn't just blow over. If there's a court case, that's
no.
a long drawn out thing that the
Hmm.
public becomes invested in.
Oh, look,
So,
look at Johnny and Amber. I
yeah, so,
mean,
so,
look at how that happened.
so what do they do?
Well, I think the other question is that what if he gets arrested and it comes out in court or even before court that people at Warner Brothers knew about a lot of this shit before it happened, before it was released.
Hmm.
There's all kinds of lawsuits that could happen to Warner Brothers
That's true.
because
That's true.
they allowed this to happen. They allowed this
Well,
to
I
happen.
mean, did they? I don't know. I don't know if Warner Brothers is liable for his garbage, right? Like, why would they be legally liable for him just because he's an
It
actor that works for them? Uh, I'm
I
more
mean,
thinking like,
yeah.
what do they do? I mean, as far as
Hmm.
like their movie,
Shelve it and reshoot it with a different actor later on down the road. Just like we talked about last week, um, with Batgirl, the thing was unwatchable. Uh, this is going to be they're not going to be able to release this in theaters
but
because nobody's going to go see it. They're not going to be able to release it on HBO Max because it's a PR nightmare.
Batgirl, there's some sort of a tax write-off where they're
Hmm.
basically going to recoup that money. And apparently, I don't know if it's because they've already promoted this or there's something about it where they cannot do that with this movie.
Okay.
So basically, Batgirl, they're gonna like use that as a write-off and get that money back
Okay. I
essentially.
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's something new that I've just recently heard.
Hmm.
This movie is not going to be that.
Okay.
If they
Okay.
scrap this movie, like it's just a $300 million loss, basically.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, like what are they gonna do? Do they do partial reshoots? I don't
Well,
know.
my understanding is that he's in almost every single scene.
Yeah, because it
And
makes sense.
he's playing multiple berries
And it
as
makes
well.
sense because he is the reason for all of the time
Right.
stuff, all of the
Hmm.
interdimensional whatever in the
Right.
Flashpoint storyline. So it makes
Hmm.
sense that he would be in every scene. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He almost
Hmm.
has to be in every scene. So I don't know. I think
So,
it's a PR nightmare no matter what, but I don't. I think they're in a lose-lose situation.
Do you think they could face swap him? Do you think that they could actually go in and say, okay, you know, we're going to use all the stuff with Ezra's body, but we're
Hmm.
actually just going to go in and we're going to digitally fix the face, and I know that they said no on this, but let's say it. Let's say it. Let's put Grant
Grant
Gustin
Gustin. That's what
on
everybody's. They're
let's
not going
put
to do
Grant
that, of
Are they
course.
going to put Grant Gustin's face onto Ezra's body and and just have Grant in the in the green screen studio just shooting everything and reactions and everything so that they can do that. And hell, they don't even have to do all that. They've got what, 7, 8 seasons of Grant Gustin's Flash
They,
that they
yeah,
could just
they
pull
just
from.
they
They
just
could just
pull from it.
they could just play with it. Is that what they can do?
Possibly.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, here's an article about, what they do, and it's like I mean, I looked in this MSN article to see if they had any ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has any ideas about how to save this thing. I mean, there's
Yeah.
ideas, but nobody has any good ideas. I like we said last video, I think, or last segment that we did about
Mm-hmm.
the DCEU, I think that
Yeah.
it's just a mess. I think they need to scrap it all
Yeah. They do.
and forget about all of these people, forget about Ezra Miller, forget about Amber Heard, even forget about the people that people like.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Momoa, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is done. He'll be
Jason
okay.
Momoa will land on his feet. Gal Gadot will land on her feet.
Yes,
Henry Cavill is going to be
he's
perfectly fine.
fine.
Ben Affleck just got married. He's gonna be fine.
Well, it's Ben
Well,
Affleck, so maybe not.
eh,
But still,
maybe not.
he'll be fine financially.
Yeah, these guys are gonna be fine. They have other projects. They have things they can do. You know,
Yeah.
Ezra Ezra Miller is a train wreck, and yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah, I think
just
so.
just no there's no I don't think there's any I don't think that there's any backpedaling from this. And I think Zaslav is truly stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, Amber Heard, they can do some reshoots because apparently she was only in like 20 or 30% of the movie, so they can
Hmm.
fix that. Ezra Miller at this point, that's that's a
Tougher.
tough one.
Hmm.
That's a tough one. Unless they recut the movie completely and make the Flash look like the bad guy,
Oh
so
yeah,
that
he's the
everybody
bad guy.
hates the Flash, and
Yeah,
just yeah,
that's
I who
no.
knows? Yeah, there he is. D- okay. Let me ask you this: Have I've never because I've never actually cared to, but other than the Flash, have you seen him in anything else?
Yes, I've actually seen this movie right here, Perks
Perks
of
of being
Being
a
a
wallflower.
Wallflower. I liked it. He
Okay. Was
he's
he decent?
he's young. He plays, a young gay kid, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
it's fine. Like it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I like the movie. I think he plays a young gay kid anyway. Is he gay in the movie?
I don't
He's
know. I didn't
not.
watch it.
I've only seen it that one time, but
Mm-hmm.
he plays a teenager.
Okay. Okay.
It's,
So it was a younger thing.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Queer
Did
blockbuster movie star. Yeah, okay. So
Mhm.
yeah, I guess that's yeah,
Did
it
you
was
see
it
like
was good. I
did
liked
you
it.
see Secrets of Dumbledore or any of that?
I haven't.
I've never seen any of those of those Potter movies, so I
I've
couldn't.
only seen the very first one and I didn't really like it and he wasn't in
Mhm.
it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I like I said, the only thing that I've ever seen him in is The Flash, and
I think
Eh,
sometimes it's hard to say when people are younger because I'll be honest,
yeah,
I like I think Brie Larson is right now, as an
yeah,
actress,
yeah.
but I watched her in United States of Terra. I think might have been like one of the first projects she was in. I liked her in
I
that.
think
She
I,
was great.
I think I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a
Hmm.
TV show on Showtime about this mom who had multiple personalities or something. She played the
Oh, okay,
teenage daughter,
okay.
and she was funny. It was good.
Yeah,
So who knows? You can't
yeah.
tell, but
It's tough.
obviously this guy's got some severe mental illness, and man,
Hmm.
he's making a hell of a time for
Yes, he
old
is.
David Zaslav and Warner
Warner
Discovery.
Brothers. Yep. Hmm.
So I guess we'll see how this pans out, and
Yeah.
you know.
We'll keep you updated. We'll stay on this. We'll stay on the Ezra.
We'll try to anyway, unless
Yeah.
our stomachs are just too much.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Hmm.
talking about this guy, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Then let's do your update.
We're gonna go into depth a little bit more on our Sunday show. Which, by the way, tune in on Sunday at 6:30, and Steve and I will talk a little bit more about things then. But just wanted to preface because the video hasn't been released out on YouTube yet, uh, but there has been a development since we recorded our video last Sunday on Ezra, and the development is that he has apparently turned himself in and is seeking mental health treatment. Uh, but we're not sure if this is all voluntary, if the studio is doing something. Uh, like I said, we're going to do some more research on this and we're going to get into it a little deeper on Sunday and we'll let you know. Yeah.
I think it's the agent or the studio. It's got to be. It's not him.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not doing this, but
Yeah, it's the $200 million movie is what's doing it.
mhm.
That's what's happening.
I think so
Hmm.
too.
Yeah. But Uh, so tune in on Sunday. We'll talk a little bit more about that.
Hey there, this is Garrett from Dicks in the Dark. Check out our live stream every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't worry about missing a stream. The VODs are uploaded to the YouTube channel the following day. Check out the links in the description below.